I often have to reach over my fragrances to get other things at the back of the shelf, and I knock them down. The amount of perfumes that I've damaged the lid, and then you can't spray them anymore. You have to like kind of dump them onto your hand. It's so annoying because you spend so much money on these things. I fixed that problem, but I thought I would show you, since I had everything out, what I have in my collection at the moment. I don't have a lot. A lot of these were gifts, which I was very lucky to receive, but they're ones I really love. So I'm going to start with 2 Chanel fragrances. Both of these were gifts, but I have had one of them before. Getting a fragrance as a gift is tricky. You never know what people's preferences are, but this particular person who bought me these perfumes knows me really, really well, and they always do such a great job of picking things for me. So the first one is Chanel Chance. This is one of the ones that I have bought previously. This is a 50 ml version of it, and it is a perfect fragrance for every day. It also is kind of musky enough and kind of spicy enough for the evenings. I'm going to tell you what the top and the middle notes are, just as a starting point. I am not a fragrance expert by any means, so this is literally just me pulling something off the internet. Okay, Chanel Chance. Top notes are pink pepper, and the middle notes are jasmine and iris. So this one is Coco Mademoiselle, and this is actually a travel set. It came with this, which is the container, and then it came with 3 refillable tubes of the fragrance, which is such a nice idea because you can just keep it in your purse. You just twist it up and then it sprays like that. It's so cute. This one is a little bit sweeter to me, the Coco Mademoiselle. Top notes are orange, mandarin orange, bergamot, orange blossom, and then middle notes jasmine, Turkish rose, ylang ylang, and mimosa. Okay, moving on. This one here is an Issey Miyake fragrance. Issey Miyake came out with a fragrance, gosh, a long time ago, many, many years ago, probably over 20 years ago. I will insert how long it's been here, but it was an iconic fragrance. It came in this triangle pyramid bottle, but since then they've released new additions, slight variations on that fragrance. So this one here is the Magnolia Eau de Toilette Intense. This is a very floral fragrance, quite sweet. I like this for every day. The top notes for the Issey Miyake fragrance are bergamot, neroli, magnolia, and aquatic water accords. I don't know what that is, but it's a really, really lovely fragrance. I would definitely recommend that one. My next fragrances that I'm going to show you are ones that I've purchased in the last 6 months. I was 100%, I admit it, influenced. I can't remember who the girl was, but I saw a short on YouTube, and she said that she worked at a hotel. And at the hotel, she would clean the rooms. When she went into the rooms, she would smell this fragrance. And she said she'd been into several rooms with this fragrance. And every time she was in there, she would go into the bathroom, be cleaning in there, and she would notice that they had this same fragrance in there. So she knew that was the one. Purchased it, has loved it, and that was kind of the story. So I thought that was really cute. So I just went into a Mecca store where they sell Glossier, smelled it, and immediately I was 100% sold on it. It is the Glossier You fragrance. This is a 100 ml bottle. I knew I wanted to get 100 ml straight away because I knew I was going to wear it forever and a day. So that's it there. Let's have a look at what the notes are. So the top notes for this one are pink pepper, iris, amber, and musk. And that's interesting because the Chanel Chance, if you remember, also had notes of pink pepper and iris. So I must like those. So that's interesting. So I might keep that in mind for next time I'm looking for a new fragrance and take note of what those notes are, and that might help guide me on which fragrance I want to get next. The next Glossier one I have is this one. This is the Glossier You Doux, D-O-U-X. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I bought this one at Mecca as well. I just got a 50 ml of it. I think it's a little bit more musky than the Glossier You, so it feels a little bit more evening. I think this fragrance lasts a little bit longer on my skin as well. So I'll tell you what the notes on this one are. Sweet violet, Palo Santo, frankincense, and myrrh. Wasn't frankincense and myrrh what the 3 wise men bought when Jesus was born? I might have that story wrong. So yeah, definitely more musky, but it has been really nice. And I think I do want to try and get the 4 fragrances that Glossier does. I think there's 2 other ones. There's like a purple bottle, and then I can't remember what the other one is, but I think I'll get those as well when I'm feeling like I want to splurge. Just before I go, I just want to share a couple of little anecdotes about fragrances that I remember from my past. The first one is Ralph by Ralph Lauren. This fragrance was something that I wore in my youth. I must have been about 18, 19, 20. Ralph Lauren was all the rage, and I actually ended up working at the store they have here in New Zealand for about 2 or 3 years, I believe. Anyway, I loved Ralph Lauren, and this particular fragrance, Ralph by Ralph Lauren, it's in a blue bottle, and it is so sweet, very youthful, very fun, and I still love the fragrance. I probably couldn't wear it now, it's too sweet for me, but every time I smell it, if I go into a store and they've got a sample, I always have to give it a spray, and it just takes me back 20 years. It's delicious. The other one is actually an Elizabeth Arden fragrance, and this is one that a guy that I used to like actually gave it to me. I think he might have stole it from his mum's bathroom, but it was the Elizabeth Arden Fifth Avenue, and I still love that fragrance, and I've re-bought it as an adult, and if I smell someone wearing it, I know what it is immediately. A girl in my office was wearing it the other day, and I knew what it was, and she said that she's loved it for ages as well. You can actually pick it up really cheaply now, like $30 a bottle for a 50 ml or something like that if it's on special, so it's actually quite reasonably priced. So I might have to buy one of those again. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.